God damn it. And I'm not gonna say there's not things about Soul that seem a little too strong or anything, but here's the thing, here's where I'm at with fighting games, right? Even though I am vocal about my opinions, and like in the heat of a match, I'll say shit like, oh, that's fucking broken, or that shit's stupid, or like, yo, this button is so fucking good, or like, this shit is, you know what I'm saying? But like, what you have to understand is like, that's heat of the moment shit, because if you ever sit down with me, or like I'm not in a match, or we're in training mode, we just have a conversation, I don't bitch about like that stuff for real, but that's just shit you say when you're playing the match, right? And I'm so tired of like people so quickly wanting to nerf everything in a fucking game, bro. DBFZ got a lot more stale, like way more boring for a while because people bitched so much for shit to get nerfed, and then it took a lot of the fun out of the game. I'm not gonna lie, like it truly did. And I still love that game to death, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it seem like I don't love DBFZ, because we all know I fucking love that game, but what a mash. Oh fuck, it's okay, he mashed. I almost let him take that game, or that round. But yeah, I just I'm so tired of people like jumping the gun so quickly on wanting to change a game that's so new and so fresh. And it's like, I get it, it's exciting to see like new changes and like for your character to see some sort of improvements, or like a character you don't like to like get toned down and shit like that. But can we let games breathe for a little while? I still feel like it's way too early to be talking about balance patches or buffs and nerfs in this game, because especially with my experience with Dragon Ball, I want to back out now because I actually want to talk about this for a bit, especially with my experience with Dragon Ball, right? Because I played Dragon Ball since day -2, right? I was in every beta, and I got the game early, like 2 weeks early from Bandai. Shout out Bandai Namco. They gave me that game and I had my hands on it, right? And from the day that game came out and up to this point, people are constantly crying for nerfs. And even though I talk about characters I don't like, and I talk about characters being strong or characters being stupid, I never beg for nerfs. You have never said, I hope this character gets fucking, well, okay, there was that one time I bitched about UI Goku and I was like, I hope he gets fucking nerfed. But like in general, right, I don't talk about like this needs to be nerfed, this needs to be changed. And all the time, if you guys watch me, you know, people come to the stream or come to the comments and constantly ask me, what would you nerf about Z Broly? What would you nerf about UI Goku? And what's my response? Even though I hate those fucking characters, I always reply with, oh, I wouldn't change anything, I just want to get better at the game. Or I wouldn't change anything about them, I'd rather my characters get buffed. Or I just need to improve. I think Lotus should get buffed. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what I've learned with Dragon Ball especially, right, and I feel like this is going to carry on over into other games, because like Dragon Ball is like the first fighting game I took anywhere near as seriously as I have, and it's obviously where I have the most experience, so that's what I'm going to base a lot of things off of moving forward, right? But I can clearly already see the same thing is going to happen with this game. I feel like Dragon Ball was a game that got overpatched. That game was not allowed to breathe long enough. There was so much cool shit, a lot of broken shit, but there was so much cool shit in that game that doesn't exist anymore because it all got patched out. And yeah, characters were really strong, but the thing that people couldn't see at the time is that there were a lot of characters that had untapped potential that we didn't know about yet, right? Because let's say like the first 3 or 4 months of the game, right? Everybody was super gung-ho about Android 16, right? Android 16 was broken. Super Saiyan Vegeta Assist is way too strong. Adult Gohan is a god, right? No, that's what we knew, right? Bardock comes out, Bardock's broken, right? Okay, so you have Bardock, Android 16, Kid Buu, and Adult Gohan. Those are like the 4 gods of DBFZ, right? But what we didn't know at the time is how fucking broken Yamcha is. Or like, we knew Cell was strong, but Cell had stuff that we didn't even know about yet. Or like Gotenks, like Yohozi knew about Gotenks, but Gotenks was way stronger than people realized until Combo Breaker when Sonic pulled up with the Gotenks Cell fucking Kid Buu team. Or was that Combo Breaker or CEO? I always forget. But you know what I'm saying? Like when they beat Goichi, they came back after losing Goichi in the exhibition and shit like that. And the tournament was that final round in 2018. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's so much good shit about characters, or there was so much good shit about characters that existed in like the vanilla version of the game that we didn't know about yet and didn't get discovered till later. And if we just let shit play out and let characters breathe, that shit would have been discovered, and certain characters might not needed to be toned down because other characters' strengths would eventually, you know, come to fruition. And that's something that's constantly still happening in this game, where, you know, and of course some things only got found because certain changes got made, but it's like there's been so much shit that like after people actually lab these characters and actually spend time with them and actually grind things out and actually spend time in training mode, they were like, oh shit, this character has this busted ass thing or this, you know, like Android 21, bro. Android 21 was godlike season 1 and she's godlike now, but she had stuff that was better about her then and stuff that was worse about her then, but like people didn't know. Like some people did, some people downplayed, some people upplayed. Leffen downplayed, Nokami upplayed, you know what I'm saying? But like, then again, I think Leffen legitimately just thought that character was bad, but Android 21 was not as bad as he thought, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just like there are so many characters in that game that had really powerful shit. Android 18 season 1, godlike character. We didn't know about Snap Mix, we didn't know about Fuzzies, Android 18's godlike season 1. I wish I could go back and play season 118. I'm snapping niggas to death. Her mix-up off Snap was OD, but we didn't know about that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much shit in just the vanilla version of season 1 DBFZ that was really powerful that we just didn't know about yet, and it didn't get discovered until later on. And a lot of that shit that eventually did get discovered got taken out, right? Or like even Android 18 level 3 mix up, Android 18 level 3 mix, Go Tanks level 3 mix, 16 level 3 mix, Bardock level 3 mix, there's all the level 3 mix ups, Android 21 level 3 mix, Yamcha still has godlike level 3 mix, and so does Krillin. Like, there's so much good shit in the game that we didn't know about, that if we had just let shit breathe, it would have gotten discovered and things would have bounced out a little bit more and characters wouldn't have been toned down as much. Bardock wouldn't be as dry as he is now. Android 16 wouldn't be in a fucking coffin like he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kid Boo's inevitable, right? But it's just like, there's just so much stuff that like we didn't discover right away, but because such a large portion of the community was so vocal about things getting toned down, I lost my train of thought. There was so much of the community was so vocal about getting things toned down that they got toned down and made the game less interesting, in my opinion. So a lot of people, the game is still phenomenal, and it's still phenomenal to me as well. I still love the game to death. It's still my favorite game. It's still the game I want to play the most. I'm focused on Guilty Gear right now because it's fresh, it's new, it's exciting, and I have a lot to learn, and that's really fun. But like, I think y'all get the point. Like, if we just took a step back for a while in DBFZ and just let shit play out, we would have seen that certain things in the game weren't as bad as we thought, or at the very least that there were more characters than just what we knew of at the time that had shit that was just as powerful or just as good or just as viable, right? There was so much there was so much that we didn't know about. And like I said, patches definitely shook things up, made the game exciting. I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't super ecstatic and gung-ho every time a patch came out. I was all over the patches. I'm like, yo, where my Goku Black buffs? Those never came, by the way. Where the Android 18 changed, where the Bardock changed. Oh shit, Bardock's still alive, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was exciting. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not, but I'm also not gonna pretend like, looking back, I don't feel like the game got overpatched and that we should have just held our tongues for a little bit and just let shit be and just dealt with it. So with that experience in mind, and with that mindset, I'm perfectly fine letting Renlithal rock, letting Soul rock, letting Mei rock for a few months at least, bro. A few months before we start talking about shit needs to really change. Cause like, I don't want what happened to Dragon Ball to happen to this game in terms of like bounce patches just happening way too much. Especially because in this game, even though I'm not that knowledgeable and like this is my first Guilty Gear, and obviously like I'm not the most well-informed or skilled player, I feel like almost every character in this game is viable. They're all powerful in their own right. I mean, like, I think a lot of people are unanimously deciding like Faust currently is perceived as one of the weakest characters in the game. It's not stopping Hook from making top 8 or like even win a couple events here and there. And it's like, yeah, maybe he's working harder, but that just goes to show that if you put in the time and effort, then you can make the character that you want to play work. Nagori Yuki, a lot of people were saying like right away off rip, they were writing that character off saying he's bottom 3, or he might even be bottom 1. You know, the movement's too limited, the blood gauge mechanic is very restrictive, like the micromanaging is too OD, blah, blah, blah. We're a month into the game. I feel like Nagori Yuki's fucking ridiculous. That character's OD powerful, if you ask me. I'm struggling fighting that character. His normals are stupid, and they only get more stupid the more his blood gauge goes up. And like, as a player, when you start to realize, hey, maybe if I don't spam special attacks as much and I just utilize his dumbass normals, I can maintain this character pretty well, actually play pretty solid neutral. He's got good damage, and like the mix up and the pressure in the corner is kind of OD. So it's just like, just let shit rock, play the character you like, find the broken shit, and after some time goes by, then maybe we could talk about this needs to be changed or that needs to be changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just where I'm at personally. That being said, if Faust is the worst character in the game, fuck him. Who cares? That character's whack as fuck. That character's whack.